All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all the praise, all the honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakah Kwadash. Double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Salutations to all you sincere Akim that are preaching this word in all truth and sincerity. This Ecclesiastes 9 verse 10. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might. For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave, whither thou goest. Us as Israelites, us that believe in the Most High God, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, okay, must excel, must grow, alright, first and foremost, in the faith, okay, in our belief, okay, in patience, alright, all that pertains unto this ministry, we must grow. Okay, when you do your lessons, when you do these videos, when you go to camp, all right, you're supposed to do these things with your might. Do these things with all care. Okay, now it says, whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might. All right, so us as Israelites, us as Israelite men, us as Israelite men that believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, in every aspect of life, okay, we got to do things, all right, with our might, man. Okay, whether you're on the job working for Esau, man. Okay, you got to be an upstanding citizen in this fucked up society, man. In this fucked up, world. All right, we got to stand up as responsible, respectful. Okay, not as we gotta because Esau, the elite, all right, you look at these politicians, they'll smile in your face, they'll shake your hand, they'll say good morning, okay, but in their heart and by the bills and legislation they're passing, they want to eradicate us as a people. Okay, so us being in this society, in this system, we got to work these jobs, and we're behind enemy lines. All right, and knowing that we got to be the most upstanding, man. Okay, smile in this devil's face, man. Smile at him, tell him good morning, sir. Open the door for him. Okay, in all things, for the gospel's sake, we want to be as blameless as possible. Because meanwhile, you got these fucking Israelites out there, all right, from these other, groups. And they're showing the world how reprobate they are, man. They're showing the world how carnal they are. Okay, they got some Edomite woman kissing their boots. Okay, and Jake sees that. You have a Jake, even the Jake woman, they'll see it. And when I say Jake, as of right now in this particular moment, I'm talking about just regular Israelites. They'll see that and be like, whoa, what is this? They'll get fascinated. They'll get enticed to ask questions, because 2/3 of our people ain't right. 2/3 of our people are carnal. 2/3 of our people, they'll go to the job site and they'll cuss their boss out, man. Okay? So using your might, okay, doesn't mean that you lash out in carnality, man. All right, somebody that's strong, you can be strong-willed. You can have a strong mind. Okay, so whatever we do in this present life, all right, whatever we're giving our time unto, first and foremost, it should be Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and put your strength into that. Okay, and then whatever else you do, Whether you're going to the gym, you're eating healthy, or you're into sports, you're into martial arts, you're into the stock market. Okay, these things that you're giving your mind to. Okay, and if they're beneficial for you in this walk, put your strength unto that. Okay, put your strength in these things, man. Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai gave us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, not just to preach the word, but also to grow as a person and succeed and not fail, man. You see Jake, man, and we've seen Jakes in the truth. Okay, that just are complete reprobates, man. Okay, they need their mom and their dad for everything, man. Okay, they need always somebody there to help them, man, for everything. Now I get it. We're supposed to bear each other's burdens and help each other out, but we're close to the end. Okay. This is verse 11. I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill, but time and chance happeneth to them all. You see, they say, when they talk about martial arts, and I just want to touch on that. Okay, you could be the most cunning, all right, the most skilled, martial artist in that particular form of martial arts, and they say it's about 90% skill and 10% luck. Okay, there's always going to be somebody that gets a time and a chance, all right, to overcome the present champion. For man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snares, so are the sons of men snared in an evil time, when it falleth subtly upon them. See, we don't know exactly how this thing is going to play out. Okay, we don't know our time, when the Lord is actually going to allow all hell to break loose. Okay, unleash judgment on this world. And there are members of the elect that are going to taste, all right, that are going to have to taste the sting of death. And I'm not saying that to say that every brother in the faith is going to die. No, that's not the case. Okay, but there are brothers that are going to get beheaded, okay, for Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai's sake. See, we don't know our time. We don't know what's going to play out. We don't know if the Lord is going to give us spiritual power and allow us to overcome this devil, or have to die for Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai and the true sake, in order to receive, that resurrection, that to receive the receive mercy and salvation, man. Okay, because the scriptures do say that they began to commend the men that stood so stiffly for Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai's sake. Simply paraphrasing, there are men that will, die in the faith. There are men that have died in the faith. Okay? It says, this wisdom have I seen also under the sun, and it seemed great unto me. There was a little city and few men within it. And there came a great king against it, and besieged it, and built great bulwarks against it. Now there was found in it a poor wise man, and he by his wisdom delivered the city. Yet no man remembered that same poor man. You see, that city is Jerusalem. That city is us as a people. Okay. And that poor man, all right, the one with wisdom, are the prophets. Okay, now who is the greatest prophet? Okay, unto us is Yahweh Shai. All right. And Yahweh Shai, is saving us, has saved us, okay, through his passion, through that sacrifice he made, which was giving himself up for us. Okay. And Esau is strong. Esau is mighty. Esau is swift. But he ain't going to outrun those missiles, man. He ain't going to outrun the judgment of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Nobody can deliver themselves out of the hand of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So we must remember Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai at all times. And when we come to serve the Lord, do it with our might. Do it with our strength. Okay? You're supposed to be in the spirit of knowing and understanding that this is our lifeline. That this is what we were created for. All right? And it's a day-to-day thing. The scriptures say, put not off from day to day. We must earnestly contend for the faith every day. You should be thinking about serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Did you do a lesson today? Did you read? Did you watch a video? Did you communicate with the brothers? Okay, is the Lord pleased with you? Okay, you should be thinking about these things, man. You should be concerned with how Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai feels if he were to look down upon you. Do you want the Lord looking down and saying, this guy's lukewarm? Do you want the Lord looking down and say, this guy don't got no faith? This guy don't really believe? All right. It's verse 16. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard. And that's us, man. Okay. Obviously, first and foremost, Yahweh Shai, he was despised. Okay, he was chastised, and his own people cast him off. All right, he had brothers that believed. He had family members that believed that he is the Savior, and then he had brothers, family that didn't believe. Okay, so, hey man, a lot of people that we are close to are not going to receive this, man. All right. And a lot of people are going to cast us off because we are wise, because we are separating ourselves from the shadow of this world, man. As the scripture says, he that departed, paraphrasing, I don't want to look it up, but pretty much, he that departed from wickedness maketh himself a prey. All right. And, the world is going to despise us and not look at us for being wise, because the wisdom of this world is foolishness, man. Okay. And his words are not heard. The only people that are going to hear us is the elect, the 1/3, man. And that's all we should be concerned about. How the righteous shall be saved. Is verse 17. The words of wise men are heard in quiet more than the Slakia. The words of wise men are heard in quiet more than the cry of him that ruleth among fools. And the point is right here in 18. Wisdom is better than weapons of war, but one sinner destroyeth much good. So wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is better than weapons of war. Okay, because you could have a weapon and still do not have, that, how should I say it, that predestination to deliver yourself in that moment, man. Esau's got weapons of war. Esau's got warriors. He's got militaries. And he's not going to be able to deliver himself from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. As the scriptures say, he shall not deliver himself from the flame. Okay. And one sinner, but one sinner destroyeth much good. Okay, that's why we got to cut off that leaven, man. We got to cut off things that aren't, righteous, man. You got to cut off men that ain't right, man. That's why Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is separating right now the lambs from the goats, man. The sheep from the goats. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is starting to reveal, okay, these wicked ass Israelites, man. Okay. But you get the point. Alright? No weapons can deliver you, man. Nothing's going to save you but your wisdom in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Hey, let me close it with this in Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. Wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability. It's going to keep us stable in these dark hours that are coming, these dark days that are coming, man. Where there is no food, where there is no access to, a place to really lay your head, unless Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai guides you to it. But we're going to go through rough moments where, we're going to be, scared to sleep, and, food's going to be scarce. All right. Water is going to be scarce, raiment for that particular environment you're in. You're going to go through obstacles, man. And it's not to destroy you, but those obstacles are to try you. They're a test. Okay. To see if you have faith to keep on going. And you need to build yourself up with this wisdom and knowledge, man, so that you can stand in those days, man. It says, and strength of salvation, the fear of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is his treasure. Hey, the beginning of knowledge is to fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, in fact, can deliver you from all things, man. So with that, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Harakar Kodash. And of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Shalom.